Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing news because we're actually going to go a little bit more into the deep dive and kind of a really cool nifty program that people had a chance to go and showcase up on the best way to go and check the internal stocks when it comes to, well, the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, GPUs and switches or whatever you guys might be looking for. Now, this is probably one of the cooler things we have a chance to go and showcase. We'll probably maybe mention up a few times on the channel itself, maybe because we get a lot of new traffic, a lot of new subs, or just maybe on the next time it has a big restock wave. But I want to go and show you guys right now because it does seem like a lot of folks are getting their consoles throughout this way too, and it's kind of just like a little bit of I guess for lack of a better term, like a backdoor hack, or maybe a way to kind of go and showcase this. We've been kind of covering up a lot of weird glitches as well, and in all honesty too, if you guys agree that this is kind of somewhat almost on the weird side, that, well, why do we have to literally go and like hack the mainframe just for a chance to get our consoles? Leave a like and definitely subscribe down below, and I'll try our best to keep on giving you guys the best showcases on how to get your consoles when consoles come in stock, GPUs come in stock, and all that good stuff. So first and foremost, like I said, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We also have that link down below. We also have the Weeble and Coinbase and all that good stuff. And let's go dive into the actual video itself. So, as you guys know, it's kind of hard to find all the consoles nowadays, but with this, we actually have a little bit more of an internal hack to let you guys go and see the stock. Now, as you guys have probably even heard throughout these past few, probably a few weeks, Best Buy currently actually has a nice internal, basically hack. Now, we're not going to be covering that partially, but kind of like it's more of like an even better way to do it, and better way to see stock, and better. It's hard to explain until you'll see it in a minute. But as of currently, we've even been seeing places like, say, Best Buy, where you go and you download the app, you go and find the SK unit of the unit itself, and then you basically just go and Google on, basically search through it, and whenever a store shows up with stock, you guys can go and see it. But it's actually now an even cooler and niftier way over here, and maybe I'll just kind of use this as my own reference on our day-to-day videos to kind of give you guys a rough idea of, if we are seeing stock, if we're hearing stock, but as well, I do also want to reiterate, sometimes this could be maybe 1 or 2 days out of stock, or 1 or 2 days a little bit too early, or 1 or 2 days a little bit late, mainly because sometimes what a stock shows up at literally 7 o'clock, and then the website doesn't update, and there's still stock there. So keep that in mind. It's not end all be all, but it's very nice. So sorry for a little bit of a longer intro kind of explain that stuff, but we actually have a website over here from GPU Drops, and they actually have a chance now for us to do a deep dive into what we like to go and call Best Buy. So as you guys have heard, we've been seeing loads of Best Buy stores available up in stock for people getting Xboxes, for people getting PlayStations, for people getting GPUs. So I'm going to show you guys this over here. So basically what this is kind of a somewhat rough idea and concept of what the same PlayStation 5 has been, although as I didn't mention to as well, it's a little bit on there's a few little things to kind of note on this. It's not end all be all, and we do sometimes see stores that have stock that have not shown up on websites or through app glitches. Like I said, sometimes let's go and say you have a car shipment that shows up at literally 8 a.m. and then literally the store's open at 9. Sometimes just the internal inventory doesn't update, or sometimes maybe it's sold out and 3 or so days later, it still say there's maybe 1 or 2 stock in there. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's kind of a really good rough idea. So as you guys can kind of see from this one, see, I'm in Chicago, so I'm going to highlight up in Chicago, and you guys can see throughout this entire, everywhere, that there is stuff to check all throughout the country. Very nifty to see. So let's say if I wanted to go, and I even saw one literally right there. I wish I had the exact same spot. Maybe if I scroll. So here's a good example. If you guys go look over here, you see this 424 Randall Road, South Elgin, Illinois. So this is basically 6.4 miles away from wherever I'm at. I'm not really sure exactly where this is, but they also have a chance to go do the map, the Google map itself over here. But if you guys say look at this store, you guys can go and see specifically PlayStation 5. Right there, right snazzy wazzy. Now, I think this actually might be somewhat the same combination of the app glitch, where it's maybe just potentially just always looking in different areas to go and see where the app glitch works, if that makes sense. I believe that's how it's functioning over here. It's kind of just the next step to basically make it just a little bit nicer, a little bit more, I guess, chiller, whatever you guys want to go and say. So basically for this one, you guys can go look around throughout your area. So like I said, this one does have, so since it shows up on this in the API, the likelihood of showing up in the store's opening, very high and worth checking. or calling the local Best Buy store, and then you could be like, hey, like I saw online that there's been some PlayStation 5s, whether it's in stock, in the back, or just arrived, or it's leftover stock, or cancel stock, whatever it may be. Then you would be like, okay, at least I see it on the website, so the likelihood does go up and up and up and up and up. And you could also check out other things such as the Xbox Series X's, which is funny enough available in pretty much most stores as we've been seeing. But also go see stuff like, the GPUs. So just using the same exact place over here. Look at this. They have the Gigabyte 3070 Ti, 850. They have 3060, 520. They have the 3080 Ti, 1550, a 2060, 510, and a 3070 Ti as well. So you guys are basically able to go and see a lot of this type of stuff floating around at the stores in general. Or if you guys look at, say, this other place, like 1876 Randall, they have the Xbox Series X's, on top of that too. So you can sometimes also see the website, as you guys can also see on the left right above me, where it's like, hey, here's a random RTX car, was sold out. So they're basically someone bought it. Or somebody may bought this 3090 Ti Titan 2020 Daniel Webster over here in NH, sold out, and stuff like this. So it's kind of just intriguing to go look, especially when it comes to this stuff, or even you guys can even see right where my camera is too as well, right there. As you guys can see, it's restocked at 10 Corey Road, Downingtown, PA 2 as well for the PlayStation 5. So it's very intriguing to kind of go and note, because this is basically like the app glitch thing we've mentioned before, but it's a little bit of like the next step where it's just more automatically checking for you. You could also, in theory, still do the same exact thing with the app glitch. In all honesty, I'll probably just more so keep on pushing more for the app glitch itself, just because it seems a little bit more on the efficient side and more chill side or whatever. And as well as you guys know, it's sometimes you just have to be more proactive with your own local store. So you either just have to go and like call that store, show up at that store, or see. But this is usually like a really good preemptive way to know if you should waste the gas money or waste your time calling and stuff like that. So as you guys can probably see, I was using Chicago as a base because obviously I live in Chicago. But let's go and find another spot. Let's go maybe look at New York, because there's always a lot of stores over there. So you guys can kind of look around and see here from like, look, you can see the Xbox Series X, 3090 Ti's, all these GPUs. This store is unlucky, only has GPUs. You have the Xbox Series X's, which I guess like a quick side note too, if you guys are trying to get your Xbox Series X's, we have been seeing loads of confirms and loads of folks bringing up the Xbox Series X's up in stores. So, like, in theory, it's smart to go and check it and try to get your stock for it. I mean, obviously, duh, because, well, you guys can see them, they're all showing up over here. And as well, we do keep on seeing PlayStations, although, like I said, it's probably maybe better just to keep on checking your own local area, just because, obviously, the PlayStation 5s have been somewhat prettily heavily promoted when it comes to them having in stock. Like, we've seen a few. And as well, I have mentioned before, we have employees confirm that sometimes they will have stock arrivals before they even go and have a chance to add it to the inventory. So while this is a very nice thing, and I do think it's good, especially for GPUs and Xboxes, and as you guys saw, even PlayStations as well, just due to how the nature of the PlayStation 5s are still so like hyper obsessive. Like, you'll have, like, people still camping out for them or showing up in stores or whatever. It's still a little bit harder, so this will probably be a better format maybe the next, like, I'd say maybe, like, 2 months or so. But as of right now, currently, a lot of people are still checking their Best Buys for PlayStations. A lot of people are still camping out for them. A lot of employees as well are talking about it. So it's just intriguing to go and see. But if you guys want to go and check all throughout this, like I said, it's gpudrops.com/Best Buy. And you guys can float around and see for this one. Now, like I said, it's probably still better for you guys to keep on trying the app glitch that we've mentioned before, because it does just kind of open up a little more for your own local area. And as I mentioned too as well, sometimes the delays are slightly shown over here, but I think just fundamentally, this is a very, very nice way to go and check and see, especially if you guys are going right now, because GPUs and Xboxes are a lot more in stock. PlayStation 5s, as I've even shown you guys throughout this, are still around, but just due to the nature, due to the, like I said, sometimes stock arriving day of, then people trying to get it from there, and it takes a little bit of time, well, for inventory to update, stuff like that. It can kind of go either way. So we'll probably keep on using this. It's probably a really good reference, and as I mentioned too, it's probably better to keep on doing it locally for your own local stock, and and going from there. So at least it's kind of cool. It's a brand new way to check, brand new way to go and see if stores have stock, and a brand new way if you guys get your consoles. And I got to give some credit because it's actually pretty well made and pretty well produced. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. And as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notification on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. And sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, get a bunch of free stack for your money. Same with that Coinbase too as well. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. And we'll get some more videos all throughout today.